is to gauge the pulse of the people, but particularly the 5 guests who join me very shortly, and we ask them to stick their neck out and give their best estimate of how the numbers will tally up. This is right before the poll of polls that will be conducted, and you will be privy to all the numbers in just about an hour's time. But let's start with NewsX Expertometer. Joining me on the telecast, first up is Sumit Peer. Sumit, thank you very much. And let's take a look at the numbers. So what is your estimate of the numbers that each of the 3 parties will be able to garner, and who do you think will win the election?
Megha ji, thank you as always having me on your show. Pleasure always to be with you. Well, looking at the today, it's going to be a very sensational election. My numbers are, I am pessimistic with my numbers. I am giving 37 to BJP. I am given 2 to Congress and giving 31 to AAP. That is my number. That is how, to me, the number breakdown looks like. BJP is going to make it because I've been seeing the mood. I have been analyzing the trends. I don't feel like that there is a lahar or a wave for Kejriwal. The kind of a wave which I've seen in the previous elections. Well, that wave is completely missing, and his image has taken a major dent. And if you look at the voter turnout, 57.7%, it's not a major change in the voter turnout as well. So let's not expect altogether different result. That is where I would put my numbers on.
Okay, all right, and let's take a look at specific VIP constituencies and the star candidates who are fighting the election. It is the New Delhi constituency. Let's start with that. Obviously, the Aam Aadmi Party national convener Arvind Kejriwal is fighting the election. He has won it successively in the previous elections as well, in 2015, in 2020, and now talking about 2025. What do you think? Do you think there is going to be a tough fight that will be given by the BJP's Parvesh Verma and of course Congress, Sheila Dikshit's son Sandeep Dikshit fighting the election this time?
There's definitely going to be a very, very tight fight because Sandeep Dikshit is a heavyweight, Parvesh Verma is a heavyweight, Kejriwal is a heavyweight. We have to see where do the trends go. But I think looking at, because it's a triangular fight now, it's not a two-way fight, I am seeing advantage to Parvesh Verma. If he can pull his cards a little bit, I think Kejriwal, the kind of fiascos he has been trying to create for a few days is in big trouble. Unfortunately, Mr. Dikshit may not be able to make it, but he is going to give a run for money to Kejriwal. And if he gives a run of money to Kejriwal, it's advantage Mr. Verma. That is how the equation looks to me.
Okay, I'm also going to pick one very interesting constituency, which is the Okhla Assembly constituency. This time around, of course, Amanatullah Khan, the veteran of the Aam Aadmi Party who has been winning Okhla constituency for the last 3 terms consecutively. But this time around, there is the AIMIM who has decided to field a candidate from the Okhla constituency. How is this going to tally up? And will it be to the benefit of Aam Aadmi Party? Will there be reduction of votes for Aam Aadmi Party and Amanatullah Khan this time?
I think this will be completely advantageous to the Congress Muslim candidate. And don't be surprised, Meghaji, if Okhla and Selampur goes Congress's way. The 2 seats which I'm giving them is for considering Okhla and Selampur only. I'm not betting my neck on any else seat because there is a chance, because there's a lot of anti-incumbency against Amanatullah Khan. Congress putting a Muslim candidate, and then you have this AIMIM fielding its own candidate. So these 2 seats might go to Congress, and I've seen Rahul Gandhi campaign in these 2 seats. So why did out of the whole Delhi he pick these 2 seats? And if you look at the selection of candidates, if you look at the mathematics around it, it looks like Congress might be able to open their account with 2 seats in these 2 seats, Okhla and Selampur.
Okay, all right, but let's talk about, you talk about Greater Kailash, you're talking about Jangpura, the only people that, the only candidates that people are well aware of, heard their names like Greater Kailash, it's Saurabh Bharadwaj, Jangpura, it's Manish Sisodia. When you talk about BJP and the Congress, nobody even knows who these individuals are.
I think it's not a question of when it comes to BJP, individuals do matter, but individuals don't determine everything. BJP works on Modi ki guarantee. BJP works on the organization. BJP works on the cadre. Whereas Aam Aadmi has to typically stick to the personality. While in Congress also, it's a 70-30, 70% personality, 30% party. So if you look at that way, the candidates are fielded by, like for example, if you look at Pravesh Verma, everybody knows Pravesh Verma. For example, if you look at Ashish Sood from Janakpuri, people know Ashish Sood in that area. If you look at Sirsaji, people know Sirsaji in that part of Delhi. He might not be known in Jamna Par, but in his part of Delhi, West Delhi, Sirsaji is well known. So if you look at the BJP's selection of candidates, Meghaji, either it's a heavyweight, like Dushan Gautam, who is will as a general secretary is fighting the MLA ka chunav, or then you have a completely different face which doesn't carry a lot of the baggage of the past. Then you have the Modi ki guarantee, which is basically where the magic wand is. And if these three can things work well, and luckily Congress is fighting an election this time for a change. Last two elections, Congress has been giving it a miss. Congress fighting an election and is an advantage to BJP. There's no doubt about that.
Okay, and when finally let's also talk about Kalkaji. Distinguished big names over here. Alka Lamba from the Congress, Atishi is from Aam Aadmi Party. She is the interim chief minister of Delhi right now. Ramesh Biduri of the BJP. Do you think the BJP and the Congress have tried to give a tough fight to Atishi from this constituency?
Definitely, Ramesh Veduri is a heavyweight, but if you ask me my assessment, I will still say it's advantage to Archie because the constituency, if you understand the dynamics of it, that is very well placed for Archie. But Alka Lamba and Bidori are going to give a tough fight to Archie. If there can be any surprise, it won't be Alka Lamba, it will be Ramesh Biduri. So if there's either it is, in my assessment, I would say 70% it goes to Archie, 30% is Biduri. Alka ji to uske baad number aata hai. She's not, even that 30%, but she's going to give a tough fight like Kejriwal will get a tough fight from Sandeep Dixit.
Okay, now, I want to make a general analysis of your prediction. You've said that BJP will get 37, Aam Aadmi Party will reduce to 31, so which is almost half the number of seats that it won, because it won 62 last time around and 31 is just half the seats. Just half the seats that as per your prediction it will be able to get. Congress at 2. So what is this game changer that BJP will bring around according to you? Because the last time around it had only been able to win 5 seats, which was in fact a number increase, because last time around it had only won 3.
You see, Meghaji, there are just 5 simple factors. First factor is the image of AAP and Kejriwal and all is dented. It is not there what it used to be. There's anti-incumbency. Congress is fighting a good election, which I compliment them for, which is an advantage to BJP. Fourth factor which is going to matter is, look, BJP needs 6% vote share to win the election. 3% had already happened and 6% it happens, it will win. If it is able to make it to 10%, it will sweep. Now, the question is the Muslim vote. There is around 10-12% Muslim vote and there is 5% Sikh vote. Does it split? If Muslim and Sikh vote splits, how much does it split or which way does it split? That is where the balance 3-4-6% is going to come from. Because even if it splits, even if you maintain your same vote percentage, other vote share splits. Look, last time Muslims en masse voted Kejriwal and 80% of the Sikh brothers voted Kejriwal. But when I talk to my friends in the Sikh community, they are not going to do that same. And even Muslim community is divided. So let's see if Congress is able to pull that 3-4-5% of the Muslim vote out of 10% of Aam Aadmi Party. So it's like, I don't have to increase my line, but if the other 2 lines become smaller, it's an advantage to me. So this is where the equation is going to be. I'm for sure 3% vote swing has happened. I will be watching out. Is it 6? I bet it should be around 6. Can it go to even 10? If it's 10, it will be a complete role reversal. My numbers will look very less for BJP then if the 10% vote swing happens or the vote division happens. We have to wait and watch another 1 hour. We'll come to know how does it look.
All right. Thanks, Sumit, for joining us.